welcome to Being Sensible, the show where money talks. My name is Ron Hoke, and today we're taking a look at credit. A whole lot of people say a whole lot of things about credit. You've got credit cards, credit scores, credit history, good credit, bad credit, building credit, credit reports, credit freezes. The list goes on, you get the point. And credit where credit is due, it can be hard to keep it all straight or to even wrap your head around it. That's why I'm here to help. With my help, you'll get a good grasp on credit and leave here ready to start building credit of your own. Okay, enough banter. What is credit? According to the Federal Trade Commission, credit is a way to describe how well you manage your money. People can look at your credit and take it into consideration when you apply for a job, rent an apartment, buy a car, apply for insurance, take out a loan, and more. It's a way of signaling to people that you're responsible with your money and you can be trusted with a big investment. If you're responsible with your money, pay your bills on time, and don't take out more loans than you can afford, you probably have some pretty good credit. On the other hand, if you're irresponsible, if you're late on payments, or if you're struggling with debt, you likely have some pretty bad credit. If you have bad credit, it will be harder for you to do things like buy a car or get a loan, and you'll probably get a worse deal on it too. Your credit is measured by your credit score, a number between 300 and 850. The higher your credit score is, the better your credit. If you're curious about the quality of your credit, you can request a credit check from annualcreditreport.com. Annualcreditreport.com is a tool authorized by the federal government that is able to get you a free credit report once a week. If you want to know your credit score, that's a bit trickier. You usually need to pay to check your credit score. It's up to you, of course, whether you want to know your credit score. But remember this, your credit score is based on your credit history. If your credit history is good, odds are you have a good credit score too. Since your credit is so important to your ability to make big purchases, you should really treat it as sensitive personal information, like your social security number or your bank account numbers. And just like any other personal information, scammers can try to steal it and impersonate you. Fortunately, there are steps you can take to protect your credit. For starters, make sure you're checking and reviewing your credit reports. In extreme cases, you are able to freeze your credit, which makes it harder for people to open accounts in your name. Neither of these will fully stop someone from taking and using your credit, but it can help mitigate the effects. The best way to prevent someone from taking your credit is to be responsible with it, just like with any other personal information. Now, I know what you're thinking. How can I get good credit? There are plenty of steps you can take to build and improve your credit. For more information on building credit, we spoke to Riley Ferguson, a senior financial specialist at UW Credit Union.
Credit cards, that if managed properly, are one of the best tools to help set up your credit and then keep that going. I strongly emphasize that we want to make sure that you have healthy spending habits and know how a credit card functions before you set something like that up. And we're more than happy to help go through that process here. That's something that I believe the credit union prides itself on, is working with students to give you the proper education on that.
Thanks, Riley. There are many ways to build your credit, and building your credit will prepare you for big purchases and big milestones. Now you have the knowledge to establish good credit and make your credit score climb. For UWW-TV, I'm Ron Hoke, and this has been Being Sensible.